Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
After what we saw last week, over 400 yards passing, the obvious thing is to go talk to him. I want to talk to his receivers, and boy, were they enthusiastic about what happened then, and they can't wait for this week's game.
He was hitting them outside, over the middle, everywhere, and for his efforts, of course, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Oh, Travis Kelce unable to pull it in, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. That's on Lyle Collins, free agent signee who was originally thought of as a first-round draft pick. And again, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Right here.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. On first down, Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The numbers for Travis Kelce last week: 6 catches, 61 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
Complete, the tight end Kelce. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession, and Kansas City's on the move. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Well, look now at our starting defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. You've got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And that'll set him back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And an alley to run. That'll be a gain of 16. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. The 40. 20. 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Now the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kiki QT, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Travis Kelce and the Chiefs set to take over again. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people are going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Mahomes now nearly perfect, 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On second down now, it's Moss. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Mahomes now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Collins. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now here's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jacobs now, and this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Mahomes.
They'd love to just strike back with a touch.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
On 2nd down, it's Moss. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Dolphin football. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's made it easy for us to put together a highlight package. Just wondering what he ate before this one started.
Let's include that in the package, right? Get the gourmet out here, figure it all out, and you're guaranteed he'll do that going forward as well, because with a game like this, you don't want to change things too much. Oh, yeah, you also want to continue to get that great blocking he's received today, too.
Yeah, kudos to the guys up front indeed. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. From the 41, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Watson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. 2nd quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part, but they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers will tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Moss. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes, his throw incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Mahomes now on first down. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 2nd down, it's Moss, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Set. 19. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 1st down, it's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. On 1st down, Watson. He'll find Metcalf and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try the left side. Moss, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Moss. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Mahomes now to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he'll be out right at the 35. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. On 1st down. It's Moss, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more coming.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Mahomes again, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Let's go.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete. It's Collins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Watson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Watson, and his throw is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Here's Watson over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 37. On 3rd down, it's Moss. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. from the 27. Mahomes. And this will be incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Well, clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Hey, your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Draymond Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. The Dolphins on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here comes Kansas City. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Throwing again is Watson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Looking to throw on second down. Watson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll make it third down. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Watson now to throw. And this is incomplete. And trotting back out onto the field, Travis Kelce. So after he looked really good early, they haven't been able to find the big tight end as much. What gives?
Well, sometimes that's not in the game plan defensively. They're trying to take away other people, or they weren't expecting him to get off to such a hot start. But now, they know he's out there. They've made a few adjustments, surrounded him with a few more people, a few different coverages. Let's see if he makes the adjustments now. Does he change up a few things to try and work his way open?
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Moss. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on first down. Moss. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss, and he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Chiefs, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.